Yo. Alright, Brock Lawley, regarding your latest video, Old Atheism and New Science, or whatever, I want you to think about what I'm about to say. Before, I watched the video, and before your video even ended, I pretty much knew exactly what I was going to say in my response. Think about what that implies about your argument. Now, on to my response. Are there multiple universes? Yes, there are. In fact, there's more than that. There are an infinite times an infinite number of universes. For every moment of time that exists in this universe, there are an infinite number of universes. What you're not understanding, of course, is that every single one of those universes, except one, are conceptual. And as for the other one, I will let you figure out which universe that happens to be. Quantum physics, Brock Lawley, is all conceptual. These universes that have different laws of physics than our own, they exist, but they exist conceptually. They don't exist as actual physical universes, at least not that we know of. And space and time, are those aspects of our universe? Yes, they are. As a matter of fact, they're dimensions of our universe. Height being one dimension, width the second, length the third, space-time being the fourth, and there are many other dimensions outside of those. But you cannot have a higher dimension without first having the lower dimension. It's like a box inside of a box inside of a box. So even if you were to ascend above the dimension of space-time, or to the dimension of space-time, you'd still have to have all the lower dimensions, length, width, height, and etc., etc. That's not even taking into account the fact that these dimensions aren't even real. Like all quantum physics, which is what you're talking about, they're conceptual. The universe is just matter floating around. We know this, matter and energy floating around, and quantum physics and all these rules and things are just things that we impose on it in order for it to make sense. And it works, which is why we continue practicing it, and which is why it's actually legitimate science. But what you're doing, Brock Lawley, making assumptions that you really have no grounds to make, that's just stupid. You try to use quantum physics to prove that God exists, yet you don't know the first thing about quantum physics. You heard somebody say, there are multiple universes, and bam, there's your argument right there. And even within, assuming that what you said about quantum physics is true, it's still not a very good argument that you made. Yeah, there's no proof that there isn't any eternal life or whatever, but then again, there's no solid evidence for eternal life. As a matter of fact, there's no evidence at all for eternal life, solid or otherwise. So what, Brock Lawley? I mean, how long is this going to keep going on? In every single one of your videos, almost, it seems like you take something that's going on in science, you take the bare, minimum knowledge of it, like a 6th grader who glanced at the newspaper and saw a story or something like that would have about as much knowledge about these issues as you display in your videos, and you try to turn that into an argument. Now, I'm pretty sure that many people have told you this before. As a matter of fact, I know many people have told you this before. You don't know your shit. You really don't. And they're right. So yeah, this has been the Insane Bastard. Peace the fuck out.